What up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Sodium here, presented by Straight Dope Media. It's Boy Spice along with G Money. G, I understand you're salty. You got a little point of contention about some things within the Terminator franchise.
Yeah, I do.
These are more specific to the first like 2 or 3 films. Like we're not talking about the later films that are kind of a debacle in and of themselves.
I want to talk about those movies.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, go ahead, man. What you thinking?
Now, watching T2, which is probably one of the best sequels ever.
Greatest sequel ever?
One of the greatest.
Is it the greatest?
I don't know, because Aliens is really good too. But
I can't really speak on Aliens too much.
But T2, I
Big crash, here they come, checkered flag, Harvick. All right, good.
But T2 is great. Like it's first Terminator is probably a better movie, or maybe it's.
I think the first one's a better film
for what it is.
Yeah,
but T2 is a lot better cinematically.
Yeah, it's a better overall experience.
Yes,
to watch Terminator 2. Yes,
but there's just little things that if you really watch, you notice it. Like if you watch it, they say you cannot time travel. A machine cannot time travel because it has to have organic skin time travel.
Right.
How does the T-1000 time travel? It's literally nano machines. How does that form human skin?
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so I'd have to think about that now. Are there any moments where? Well, yeah, wasn't there a character that like punched him in the face? Yeah, the lady in the police. No, not a police station. It was the psychiatric facility where Sarah's at. That one lady punches him. The security lady punched him in the face. Right?
No, that was T-800.
No, that was yeah, because his glasses were sideways. Yeah,
But and thing is, you could argue the fact that he mimicked a human being when he came through, but the cop did not look like Robert Patrick. So that was that.
Well, he didn't copy.
So that was his original form.
Yeah.
So
you're saying he's incapable of forming a skin?
Yeah, I mean, if it's literally a living liquid machine, how does he time travel if he had to have organic matter over it? Unless they gave him unless off screen they gave him some kind of organic suit to cover it, and it just dissolved when we came through. But
you got a point there,
because I know it's a dorky thing to notice.
It's not dorky. I mean, I just think if you watch the film enough or the films in general, then you go off of their logic.
And I'm getting off James Cameron's logic with time travel because he makes a big thing about a T-800's not be able to,
like an exposed machine
can't travel. So how does literally a living liquid machine travel?
I think I stole the smoke from my dad, but I don't think there's an explanation for that.
No, I mean unless they gave him, like I said, give him some kind of organic suit to go through first, and then it shredded it. But Robert Pat
have done some sort of damage to the T-1000 in the process. Like if he ends up being exposed by the end of it, I mean, I guess it's the future. It was the future. So I mean, maybe they had within the film some sort of technology that allows it to.
Maybe, but I mean, just as a logic standpoint, it makes no logical sense.
You're right.
Unless someone out there has a behind the scenes how it's supposed to happen, I'd love to know. But just from a general person's point of view, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I can't. Usually, I try to argue a point here. I can't make an argument with that one.
No,
I can't. Because you're right. The cop I'm not sure exactly how he kills him.
I think he stabs. I think
Does he actually stab him?
I think he has like sticks his hand through his chest or something.
Yeah, but you don't really see anything. It's just like some sort of
Was it back
striking motion into the solar plexus.
Yeah.
He then is knelt down with his balls exposed. Still, checks the weapon to see if it's loaded. Looks for John Connor. Next thing you know, he's in uniform.
Yeah.
Looking for John Connor. So,
have you seen his boy?
Well, he doesn't actually say that in the film, right?
No, he says that in Wayne's World.
In Wayne's World, yeah. So, yeah, I don't have an argument for the T-1000 thing, man. I don't know. I don't exactly know how that.
Granted, it's one of the great characters in the movie.
How does he form clothes?
That I could kind of figure out, because then maybe it's like almost like a mirror image of what it's. Because it can form weapons.
It can form weapons with the body,
and it can mimic whatever touches. So maybe the clothes are something it can mimic.
But the only thing is okay, because it's been a while since I actually watched the whole film. Didn't John ask? I guess in T2 it'd be a T850. Didn't he ask the T850 if he could just form a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah.
And T850 says no.
No, he said nothing mechanical, nothing with moving parts or chemical makeup.
Okay, but wouldn't the police officer's uniform be synthetic?
That's another good point of...
Because, okay, I get how he gets the uniform originally by killing the cop.
Yeah.
But when they're in the aqueduct and the tow truck blows up and he walks out of the fire... he walks out of the fire in the suit. You can still see this outline of the suit.
Unless it's like almost imagine almost like a camera projecting an image. That's something like that.
Yeah, but you can still see the shape of the suit on him. So is it just him? Like, is that just him?
I don't know. Maybe
wouldn't that mean he grew in size? And technically,
I don't know, man. That's one of another things that...
Or like becoming the security guard in the psych ward, he would have to technically grow in size. This is not I'm not fat shaming here.
Actually would actually have to grow
right
bigger.
You know what? I could be accused of fat shaming.
I mean, considering that he formed, he's a floor, then he just came off of a floor than that.
Yeah, but even in the floor, he can't form the entire floor. He forms what is him.
In theory, yeah.
So how can he grow larger to then be the overweight?
So basically saying there's only so much metal there.
I never thought about that until just now. Like
you're right, because really there's only so much material there.
Right. Like he can't.
How do you make it bigger?
What I'm saying is he can't go and form like the bed of a truck. Right? I mean, based off of his size.
No.
But he can like add 45 pounds.
Because I mean, that dude is a lot bigger than Robert Patrick.
Right.
So I mean, it's like,
did we ever find out if it was true that guy and his twin was related to that cat we went to school with?
No.
Is there truth to that or no?
I don't know.
Is that just a lie?
I don't know. But
Matt Patterson, if you're out there, comment on this video and tell me if that's actually true.
But the fact that he used twins was just a cool technique to that.
Used twins twice.
Yeah.
They used the twin of Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
As well. Moving on though, let's see what else. Anything else you have an issue within those films, even though they're great films. But I mean, all films have flaws.
Yeah. And
these are, over time, me and you have talked off screen about this stuff, and I feel like there's some flaws here that.
Something else that bugs me if you watch them enough is according to their logic, Judgment Day is inevitable, right?
Yeah, they say it's inevitable. Yes.
No matter what they do, they can't.
Well, they started saying that at what point?
3.
3, yeah.
But I mean,
which actually isn't James Cameron.
No, but it's basically whatever you do, you can delay, but you can't stop it.
Right.
So if that's the case, why does one man's existence affect that so much?
Why does one man, after all these things that have happened, still become who they say he becomes?
Yeah. And why is it such a big issue? Or why doesn't this guy not try harder to go kill him than send one at a time?
You know, for supposedly being
All knowing system.
this all knowing AI system, the plan here is
It's
kind of
bad.
dumb.
It's bad. Like, if John Connor's all this almighty important chess piece to this, like him existing just does wrench and all and everything.
Right.
Why not send back like a dozen TA-50s?
Why not just go back to before, like just murder Sarah as a baby?
Or like
Well, I mean, I guess they did throw that into
Dark Fate.
Dark Fate.
But if not even that, but or I go back, kill her mother, or
Yeah. Well,
because I mean, any
well, okay, no, that would make sense. What I was thinking, I was like, well, why wouldn't they just go back to like 10 AD and just
but I mean, like by any logic, like any time travel movie logic, like the smallest thing affects the future.
right.
So like, why not like go back and tell her father to get a vasectomy or something?
You mean instead of actually going and being these ruthless killers,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
create havoc in the Connor family before Sarah's born?
Yeah, like
Does Terminator go back and just have an affair with Sarah?
like
Sarah's mom and end the marriage? Is
like
that-
like not even like Sarah be born.
yeah. Well, I mean, if an affair takes place, I mean, he'd probably leave her.
That's what I mean. If there's all-knowing AI that can predict the future,
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
why doesn't it just go like try a little harder to do it?
Well, I mean, frankly, another thing that was, well, I mean, I guess you can't, you got to, part 3 did not involve James Cameron. So
No.
I guess, like, I was always bothered by the fact that part 3 is basically saying that all the BS surrounding Miles Dyson didn't really matter.
No, because again, it's inevitable. You can delay
Not
it.
just that, but like Skynet continues, like it continues on anyway.
Yeah,
Like, not just the fact that Judgment Day is inevitable, but this large plot point from one of the greatest sequels ever in the prior movie in the series, you're essentially saying, it doesn't matter.
basically, I can kill a creator, but the beast will still live on.
But that also goes back to what I was saying about how dumb my thought was of just going back to like 10 AD. Because if you do that, Skynet doesn't, like, it needs the humans to create, to like innovate and create
Yes,
all the things that need to be created
but
for Skynet to be a thing.
my point
So-
is, if it's all if it's inevitable, if it's the whole thing is inevitable and you can't stop it, why does one man's existence affect it that much?
Well, another thing you could also think about is, let's say, I guess this doesn't, I'm delving into more of the more modern films here, but like in Genesis, so they go back to the events of the first film, right?
Yeah,
Well, Sarah and Kyle don't procreate when they would have in the first film.
no.
Every sperm and egg are different.
So in
There's
theory-
no guarantee that they have that event. We'll make sure we're not saying something
Yeah.
that gets kicked off of YouTube.
yeah.
That there's no guarantee that event creates even a male. You know what I mean? That
No.
could create a female
Yeah,
that's like 6'4"
Like it-
that wants to play basketball.
like be like Joan Connor or something.
Right. Or, I mean, it could create a John Connor that ends up looking like Jason Voorhees and can't actually
Yeah,
go and do the things. You know what I mean? It just like, I know we said we would stick to the first 3 films, but it's
But-
like,
you can, but then they all tie together somehow.
Yeah,
Minus
some in worse ways
Salvation.
than others, but
Minus Salvation. That's just,
Salvation technically
that's
still
its own thing.
ties in technically.
But it's like they make such an importance on this one person in history.
Who within the Resistance decided to change, or was it Skynet that decided to change the hairstyle of the T-800 then T-850? Why did his hair change? Like, I understand Arnold Schwarzenegger's personal hair changed, but in theory, why did
from 1984 to
why did the hair change? Like, who said we have this machine that can do all this, but hey, I think we need to change his hairstyle?
That's a good point.
He's a ruthless killing machine. It doesn't matter if
Yeah.
he looks more like he's from the 80s or the 90s.
Yeah,
Who decided that was necessary?
good question.
Who decided to make him somewhat smaller? Because Arnold's a little bit leaner.
Yeah, I mean, compared to like when he was in Mr. Universe,
Yeah,
he was big,
right. He was physically bigger
but
in the first film than he is in the second film. But
yeah, and later as he got older, he got a little bit smaller.
who
and-
decides to age this skin?
Well, the aging thing they explain
Why?
because it is living tissue.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking. Okay, then why is it aged in Terminator 3 from Terminator 2? It makes sense if you're talking about Dark Fate.
Yeah, when he's on
When he has to have, or Genesis. It's Genesis.
Genesis.
Well, actually, both of them
Yeah.
have a Terminator that's
Aging.
been here for a while.
But
so
you're
that
right.
That makes sense.
You're right. That would be like it should be a new off the line model.
Right. I mean, I understand within reality here, the world that we actually live in, they can't, especially in 2002, they filmed Terminator 3.
I think
They didn't have all the requisite technology to make Arnold look exactly like he did in 1990.
Yeah,
or
they can't. They
1991.
couldn't de-age him.
But there was also no explanation as to why this machine being
Looks different.
it's a different machine because it has different components.
Yeah, it's an 850, not an 800.
Well, no, it's not. The 850 was part 2. The one in part 3 is a different machine. It has a different power core. Like it's a different machine.
I thought the one too was an 800 and
No, 800 was the first one.
three was an 850.
No, 800 is the first one. 850 is the second one.
But I know 3's an 850 also.
Then it's some kind of mid-year.
Who knows? Who
Mid-year
knows?
manufacturer adjustment.
It's splitting hairs right now.
It is, but I'm just saying, like, I would have preferred there be some sort of explanation as to why this machine, this exo skin, looks 20 or 10 years older.
The better question is why.
Even if he would have just dyed his hair a little bit more,
True.
it would have been.
The better question is why between T2 and Genesis, how did the T1000 literally change race?
You know, Greg, I don't think we need to go there. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
No,
here.
no, not from that point. It's just if it's supposed to be a standardized machine.
It's not even that. I'm not the kind of person. I don't really care who
No,
plays what role. And I was just messing with you, but I don't care who plays what role in a film.
No, I don't care.
However, if you're going to go back and reference something that already happened, should that machine not look exactly like it
Yes.
did in '84, which is why you have this digitally altered Arnold.
I get the thing with Rob Patrick not wanting to do it.
Right.
But-
But could you not do what they did with the T-800
Yeah,
in that film and get somebody that is physically
similar.
the same size and a similar structure, and then digitally put
I know.
Robert Patrick's face on it?
Yeah,
I'm not picking on a guy, the actor. He's only in the film for a short period of time.
yeah.
I'm not saying his performance is terrible.
No, it's just
it's not as good as Robert Patrick's.
It's just a timeline discrepancy of like it's supposed to be a standardized machine.
Right. See, I wouldn't have an issue with what they did if they didn't go in and digitally recreate Arnold's face
Yeah,
on the 1984 T-800. If they didn't do that and they just picked a guy that looks similar,
yeah.
while I was geeking out when I saw it, I would have less of a problem with what they did with the T-1000.
Yeah, but moving on, what has you fired up about this?
I'm not necessarily fired up, but there's something that I just don't understand at the human level. So they sent Kyle Reese back from, it was 2029, correct? To 1984.
Yeah, 2029.
He's lived in a world where there's dogs running around everywhere. There's skulls everywhere. Everybody looks like Mick Foley on his worst day.
Yeah. Post-apocalyptic.
And he is such a good soldier that he did not take a single second to like grab a slice of pizza and be like, yo, let me eat this pizza real quick.
So, I mean, go from like starving and barely eating to...
Like, there wasn't a single moment where he was like, man, yeah, let me go get this large pepperoni pizza real quick.
I mean, in theory, what the events of T2 takes place in like what? 4 days? A couple days, something like that.
Yeah, it's only a few days.
I mean, or no.
We're talking about the T1. Well, both of them, it's only a few days.
But the Terminator is like what, a couple days?
Yeah, it's like 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah.
Is it 2 days?
2 or 3.
So he come back. So at the night, I guess you could say it could be early morning hours of one day. Then the T-800 picks off all those Sarah Connors. They go to the club that night. He goes to the windshield and then the fire. He burns his eyebrows off and his hair gets singed. Then Sarah ends up at the police station
that night.
My man drives the station wagon through the front of the building. They escape. They go into hiding.
Hotel for a night.
A day has to pass. Like the daylight of that day has to pass.
So I mean, we're talking 4 days maybe.
And no, I don't even think it's 4 days. I think it's only like at most 3.
So
not counting the end where Sarah's pregnant.
But so basically saying he would have to like sneak some in, eat somewhere in off screen.
I just find it hard to believe that he just. I mean, did he know he was? Did he know he had to have relations with Sarah?
No, I think it just happened.
It just happened, right?
John knew.
So he ain't got to be stuck to the schedule of getting with Sarah.
No, John knows that.
I know, obviously, John knows, but
but maybe it's
okay. Fine. Even if I commend him, man. That is a hell of a soldier. They had to have gotten food somewhere. So I guess right. They had to. Did they have food when they were at that little crappy motel?
Maybe he grabbed like a couple Twinkies or something. He went to the store for bomb material. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta wait. Like you're already on the run. You think you kind of got away. You can get a Philly cheesesteak or something.
I'll stop at Denny's for a grand slam.
Then again, where'd the money come from? Because you sold the clothes off a bum.
They probably have to rob somebody.
Yeah, but you rob somebody. What do you care? You're not staying here. Your goal is not to stay in 1984, right? Or no, the mission technically he can't get back.
No, it's a suicide mission.
So if he doesn't get killed, he'd be stuck in 84.
It's a suicide mission. It's one way.
I know it's one way, but I mean, let's just say for argument's sake, he survives, and they get rid of the Terminator. They end up doing away with the Terminator. Kyle survives. I guess you do run the risk of robbing too many people and then getting arrested at some point, right?
But then then you have to question the effects on the timeline. Then
who cares?
But
they didn't care as filmmakers.
But by Back to the Future rules.
Back to the Future doesn't even make any sense.
But one little mistake in the past affects their whole future.
Okay, well, who's taking a damn picture in Back to the Future that the kids start disappearing in? Because in theory, somebody that's taking a picture could disappear as well. So there's no explanation on why the whole photo doesn't disappear.
Time travel movies suck for this reason.
Yeah, they do.
Because
that's why Terminator and Back to the Future, even though I absolutely love Terminator 2 and Back to the Future,
they're great movies.
If they're left to only those films, those single solitary films, you can't start nitpicking the time travel too much.
No.
As you start making sequels, then the time travel goes way off the rails.
Yeah, that's problem with time travel movies is once you start time traveling, it just goes nuts. Because then the timeline just gets so messed up.
Yeah.
I think that's when they do it with Dark Fate when they try to go away from Skynet and do a whole different timeline altogether.
Those are some hard watches. Dark Fate and Genesis are hard
I
watches.
don't. I think I don't hate Genesis. I don't.
John Connor.
I don't hate it. I didn't say I liked it.
Greg, I don't want to see John Connor some half Terminator.
I can watch it.
Skynet. I don't want to see that.
I can watch it, but I don't. But it's not,
Frankly, beyond Edward Furlong, I don't want to see John Connor. Other than that shot they show the guy with the scar that looks super old, but not. In Terminator 2, when Sarah's having these talking about what happens down the line, I don't want to see John Connor. I don't want to see that idiot that they had, that Nick Stahl from the third movie. He's terrible. He's awful.
yeah, he's pretty bad.
And then at the end of the film, all of a sudden, he's this great man. This is John Connor. Like, get out of here, man. You suck. You suck the entire film. The entire film. Claire Danes don't want your ass. She's stuck with you. That's what it is.
Well,
She's stuck with your ass.
Now it's a lack of options.
That's what I mean.
It's either you talk to them or you. I don't know.
And did the Arnold Terminator, because I don't know what series it is, not take a risk with killing John and Kate Brewster in the third film by using that nuclear powered thing to blow up the TX? Like, how did he not know? How did he know for sure that they wouldn't get, like, it wouldn't just eradicate the entire building? Forget what's underground.
That's a good question.
It's kind of a reckless way of doing that, don't you think?
It is.
And he would have had prior knowledge of when Judgment Day starts, right?
Yeah, because he actually tells you.
knows.
Because he says a date early in the movie.
Right. So if they get in this bunker thing, you don't have to blow her up. It's over. Everything gets eradicated. So did you really have to take that risk?
That is a good point.
Can the TX not form weapons? The TX can form actual weapons, correct?
Yeah.
Why did she need to steal a gun? She steals a gun at the beginning of the film.
I know.
Why?
Maybe to blend in better.
Huh?
Get
out of here, man. There was no reason for that. There was absolutely no reason for that. Just for this scene of no, it's been a while since I saw that movie. Didn't she she augmented her top to
and
woo the cop.
Yeah.
All that to steal a gun. You're going to be that petty. But then again, I guess that's how Terminators are wired, because the T-800 in the first film did that to the gun store owner.
Yeah.
He could have just gotten there and took whatever he wanted. Did he really need to have the gun store owner take the stuff off the shelf for him?
Show it to him.
And then blow him away.
Yeah, he could have just walked in, like, snapped his neck and
got what he wanted.
It took what he wanted.
That's a dick move.
Yeah.
That's a dick move.
It's a great scene in the movie.
Oh, I love it. It's actually one of my favorite scenes in the first movie.
But it made a Richard move. Because
yeah, it is.
Why not just go kill a guy and take what you want?
Did everybody in the 80s run around tearing papers out of Yellow Pages?
I wasn't alive in the 80s. I couldn't tell you.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, you know, he does it. Kyle Reese does it. Marty does it.
So, I mean, next time I look at that page, I'm going to be like,
if I go back, if somehow time travel comes along, I want to go back in like 1987 and like rip a page out of the Yellow Pages just to do it. Just
watch the guy after you can be looking for a phone number and say,
the whole page gone. Like page 27 is just gone.
Say,
it's gone, fam. I'm sorry.
It's our cousin.
Listen, there's one little thing I wanted to mention before we go. Is there anything else you want to point out?
I think we're for this episode. I think we're going. I'm done ranting for this episode.
So tell me why the T850 does not know how to discern a Ford from a Plymouth.
That's a really good question.
Look, man, you can't. If they film that shot at the beginning of the second film, whenever he rolls up to the bar, butt naked, if you film that in a way where you can't totally make out what the car is that's sitting there, you could get away with calling out a Plymouth sedan.
I mean, it clearly looks like it's a 80s Ford LTD.
It's an obvious Ford. There's a giant oval on the back, on the deck lid.
Yeah.
So why? Like, who
and
sits there and edits that film? Like, that's Days of Thunder level editing right there.
I know. True. That's someone really. Someone must have fell asleep when they did that one.
Wait, one last thing. Why does the Terminator in the third film know things that the Terminator from the second film was taught? If the Terminator from the second film was destroyed, how does it know to check above the visor to look for keys instead of just busting out the steering column?
I know there's maybe a learning computer, but that would have
how does the data get transmitted?
That's what I was gonna say. That would have to be transmitted back to the future,
Right.
So Skynet could update their systems.
Exactly.
Wow. That's a good point. I never actually caught that. I caught it, but never put two and two together.
If it was the same machine, like in Genesis or Dark Fate, where this idiot's been just on the planet, just walking around America for 10 years,
yeah,
I could understand. This is a different machine.
Yeah,
the one from the second film was destroyed.
Yeah,
self-destroyed. So I don't know how that works.
That's a good question. I don't know.
We done here?
Yeah, I think we're getting a little long here.
We're getting a little long.
Yeah.
In the nerd territory, but anyway, world, like, share, subscribe. Go buy these hats at straightdopemedia.com. Man, that Todd Chevrolet looks good.
It does.
All right, appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.
It's only entertainment.